I know. I've been threatening to make a video about another option to find owner-financed land, and thus far I've failed in that mission. But today is the day. What'd you think? You could just watch one of my videos, go to the site that I recommended, buy up all the off-grid owner-financed homestead land that they had on the site, and then somehow that was gonna stop me from helping others to do the same, regardless of the size of the pot you have in which to make tinkle. Well, I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to say this, but mama didn't raise no quitter. So let's talk about it. I want you to know that this is not a sponsored video. I'm not being paid for this recommendation. I take my responsibility to make sure that people don't get screwed by a site that I recommend very seriously. I am not what you would consider an overly trusting guy. So I went to the folks that I do trust. The company that I was a customer of for 12 years, who I went through the entire process with, hello, and who guided me through to where I am, which is having the property fully paid off, deed in hand. That's Billy Land. And you've all heard me talk about them like a broken record is right like a clock 2 times a day, or some such thing. I asked them, when you don't have land that fits the needs of a particular customer, who do you recommend they go to? So when they told me about this company, it carried weight with me. The company is called landlimited.com, and they work very similarly to Billy Land in that they have owner financed properties, there's terms that you can choose, 0 qualifications, and pretty reasonable down payments. Matt over there at Land Limited worked with the folks over at Billy Land for many years and recently went out on his own. The mere fact that the folks at Billy Land, after he went out on his own, would still recommend him speaks volumes. He's got over 30 years of experience in owner-financed and rural properties, so he knows his stuff. And it's been my experience that Matt is a good dude. In fact, when I was still a customer of Billy Land's, I had a pretty big issue that I needed help solving. So I called in. They handed me over to a fella who got to work on sorting out the situation. The issue got solved and we all lived happily ever after. But what I didn't know until I talked to them about this was it was actually Matt who did the helping. So I have personal experience with him and I know he does what he says he's gonna do. And that means a lot to me. Now I've checked out the site and for the time being, he's got some really good looking properties that are reasonably priced and easy to qualify for, but I don't know how long he's gonna have them, and I'm not making any guarantees about the future because the last time I made a video like this about another company, you guys just went and picked all of the good properties out overnight, which was honestly kind of awesome to watch happen. But I have a feeling that these properties on landlimited.com are gonna go fast once this video goes up. So go over there, make an account for yourself, check out all the properties, do some daydreaming about what you could do with what you see on the site, and who knows, maybe you might find your little slice of heaven there. Again, it's landlimited.com. Check them out. When you're talking to somebody over there, if they ask who sent you, tell them Jason from 7kin Homestead sent you, and tell him that I said thanks for the help that he gave me in the past. And I'll catch you in the next one. So I called in and what is happening? Do I smell like pepperoni?